There is need for young people to go into agriculture, and that is why we are coming out to advocate that young people who go into agriculture, we need to identify them, bring them together, reach out to the government to see area government can come in to support them so that they can grow better.
Thank you so much, President General. Asatu Youth, Comrade Ken Okoli. Now let's bring the PA2, the Commissioner for Agriculture, into the conversation. Akasme, I would like to allude to some of the things the President General mentioned. He talked about leveraging youthful energies and the age even, and the demography, the strength of our population, of our youth population, to boost agricultural productivity in Anambra and of course Nigeria. But you know now that it appears that no Mwembo Kanyina full agriculture as something worthwhile. You know, when people go to the farm, we saw it as something that teaches the value of hard work. Another thing is, we're not talking about tech. Everybody wants soft work. So how soft is agriculture these days?
Okay, thank you very much. You know, we young generation, if you are not talking about money to any young person now, something he or she will do to make money, you are not yet talking. So in my own approach to agriculture, I always expose the entrepreneurial aspect of it, the business aspect of it, what you get involved in and make money.
Without necessarily putting in a lot of work.
No, I'm coming to that aside the passion. Because agriculture is business. Hope you know that.
Sure.
A lot, and when I say business, it's a large one in the sense that, for example now, you know, when you talk about farming or agriculture, people take it as the way our parents or older generation do it. You know, they don't know that a lot is involved in agriculture. For example, a few days ago, I was discussing with a mayor on how to empower youths and women of his local government in agriculture. I gave him an example. For example, poultry farming now. I gave him how he can use 130,000 naira to empower a youth farmer in poultry. And within 3 months, that same youth farmer will make at least 500,000. It's very practical. And so, as long as you follow, because you know one thing is that it's not something you put your money today, tomorrow you go and harvest it. It's not like BTC that rises within hours. You have to put in a work. Are you getting it? But the fact is that how many of them know that if I put in my energy, resources, and time into this, within space of 2-3 months, I'll be making huge out of it. In fact, I went on to explain to the mayor that if you follow this particular economic approach, within a year that a youth or a farmer is involved in this business, you will start making $1 million. It's not rocket science. It is very simple to follow.
You mean $1 million per month?
Of course. If you because for example now, let's say you start poultry business with 30-day-old chick.
Okay.
And you raise it within 2-3 months and you sell it with the price that which me and you know birds are being sold today. If you poultry is within 3 months or so, you can sell. Mm-hmm. If you repeat the cycle, by the time you finish that one, you will restock like 50-day-old chick. By the time you finish it in 6 months, you will restock 75-day-old chick. By the time you finish it in 9 months, you will restock 100-day-old chick. You will see that at 100-day-old chick every 3 months, you'll be making millions of naira. Wow. Aside that, there are other aspects of agriculture, because agriculture is a business that its value chain can never be overemphasized. It cuts across different things. Even cassava farming. Do you even know, I was discussing with one realtor yesterday that if the money it will take you to build a structure, probably a flat and rent, if you put some money into agriculture, say a palm tree plantation or something like that, within 10 years, it will give you like ×5 for that structure will give you. And the more the years goes, the more those palm trees matures and it gives you better yield. In fact, after my analysis with him yesterday, he called me earlier this morning to say that I have gone to YouTube, I've watched a lot of things, you are simply saying the truth. But the fact is that how many of them know this?
Wow.
And it is something that it doesn't take your time 24/7. For example, now, I'm a farmer, I have a poultry farm. I am in ABS now. I will just in the morning take care of it, go my business, in the evening I will come back. But you see, at the end of the month, it will give me like triple or times 4 of what my normal salary is.
Wow.
But the fact is that how many persons we youths, we don't like to be identified as farmer. If you had given me opportunity to introduce myself, after telling you my name, I will also tell you I'm a farmer because I take pride in it. I studied political science in UNIZIC. Everybody knows that. But today, I make money through agriculture and farming.
I think I'll come take a lesson from you because...
So the fact is that we young ones need to understand that, like, if you cultivate 1 hectare of cassava farming today, that 1 hectare should give you at least 20 tons by the time you harvest it, as long as you follow good agronomic practices. And that 20 tons is running in millions. Just 1 hectare is about 21 to 22 plots of land. But the point is that how many persons are willing that when they invest this thing, you need to take care of your farm until it matures. It's not something that you put and go away. And expect when you come back, everything is there for you to harvest.
You have to nurture it.
Of course. Okay. Just like the palm the state government is giving people. A lot of people don't even know the value. Don't even know that 5 or 10 of that can make you a millionaire once you start fruiting. They will just put it there. They will not be taking care of it. Before you know it, bush burning will burn it during dry season, or they will allow it to be overgrown by a grass cutter will attack it and all of that. And they'll come back to tell you those things we've given them have died off.
Yeah. No, we can't.
The point is that, they have a good dignity in labor. You have to invest.
Yes.
In terms of the capital and also nurture it like a baby.
Okay.
Till it start growing so that you start reaping the fruit of it.
Okay, I think at this point I would like to ask, government all this while,
well,
that's a very important question we should be asking in the
currently now, yes. The Ministry of Agriculture is taking account of all the people that have received seedling from 2022 till now. Okay. And part of what I'm asking is, where did you plant it?
Okay.
How is it growing? Come and show us. How many of them are surviving? How many of them died off? When you get all these figures, it will now help the government to take further decisions on future distribution. Because it's not just about giving someone 10. Next day, give him another 10. Yes. Without asking in Kenya, and again, is he doing well? If we discover that the ones we've been giving you have not been taken care of, it will not give you again. There are other persons who are still seeking to receive it that it are not going to.
I agree.
So the government is taking their time now across the 21 local governments, taking profile of all the people that have received for them to know how best to distribute in future distributions.
Thank you so much. Actually, you introduced yourself as PH Commissioner. Yeah. I didn't see farmer. That's
why I say if you are giving me the opportunity to do that myself. Exactly.
Because I was on a
Exactly.
Okay, now I will bring Mr. Chinemerem Ogwebwe into the conversation. He is here to give us an update on the Anambra Indigent Student Scholarship. But he's also a business development consultant. And I'm sure that at different points of this conversation, he wanted to chip in something. So let's hear your voice, sir.
Good morning in the Anambra. Quite an interesting discussion that is going on here. Yes, I've heard a lot, and they all made serious points. Agriculture is the new oil well, we all know, but we keep saying it. Is it making that impact in our young people for now? I would say no. No, in the sense that young people have not actually imbibed agriculture. There is no firm belief. They've not understood really that they can invest and become millionaires and billionaires just doing agriculture. So there is a lot also to be done so that our young people should embrace agriculture. There's lots of opportunities in agriculture, but building the capacity of young people, awareness is very, very key. And also, let there be role models. Let there be people, successful agripreneurs, that these young people can be looking up to. In every community, in every town, there should be young or even older people that are successful in agriculture that can be rallied around as a form of, there could be support system, there could be an area into mentorship that these young people can actually look up to. Then also, because why young people also run away from this agric is that we still have that mentality of agriculture, crude
agriculture.
So we need to have a value orientation process, practical process in place. I'm happy that the PhD Commissioner for Agriculture is saying they are doing quite a lot, and I encourage him and say that much more should also be done in that area.
Okay.
Capacity building of young people, then spreading the value chain for young people to understand that you mustn't also go to the farm to become a successful agropreneur. Along the value chain, a practical example, you talked about poultry farming. In poultry farming, you mustn't be the entrepreneur or the farmer that will be bringing these products or rearing these birds. Within the value chain, I was talking with someone, a young farmer, a youth, who is somewhere in Mbaku. And he has a big farm, and he keeps struggling. Somehow, he came to our office, and I had a consultancy session with him, and I told him that you suffer a lot. Break this value chain. What are your strengths? If your strength is in rearing, he has a piggery, has a poultry farm. If your strength is there, focus on it. Make sure that you give them the needed medicine, take care of them, make sure that they are up to speed. When it comes to selling, there should be someone whose energy and passion is also in sales. That person can now come in to take over this selling aspect of your products and services. Now, if that person gets into that place, he now gets these products and gets it to the end market. That person can also be classified as a farmer. Meanwhile, he is not the person that is rearing these birds. In Igbo parlance, that's na eke lolo eke. So let us understand within the agricultural ecosystem in Anambra, na eke lolo eke. And I will call the labor youth, na eke lolo eke. Na within this ecosystem. Okay. Even the transportation sector, there is a market. Or somebody get kekia when you able to talk kokonafia. Or somebody get a look at Kia, Jana, Ebana, Kokumba, Bulukumba, Buftenafia. It is all encompassed in the ecosystem. Okay. So we need to let people understand there is a lot within the ecosystem. On our book sometimes, in Jana, somewhere like Obaru, and you see the amount of fruits being wasted on a daily basis. I cry. Because this is a lot of opportunity being wasted there. Those fruits that are being wasted are juice. It's an opportunity for a young person to set up a small juice production factory. Wow. Just very small one. But if you open a lesson idea, mango, everything I put for the day, pineapple, everybody I put but a small extractor that you could give a young person there to extract this juice, dehydrate them, and get the juice. And that person being trained to become a juice producer. Again, we take Fanta and mineral, an opportunity to take a local juice, from mango, from pineapple, from this thing. And
so possibly more affordable.
And more affordable than Hana, and more healthy too.
More organic.
More organic. So we need to do a lot in sensitizing and building the capacity of young people to understand how they can play along within the agro-value system.
Add, Mr. Ogwebe, if you know, if you Charlie no, but just to add, never one no, we call born money and I collaborate. By now, mother sigum if you will cocoa, and say I will cocoa. I'm already connecting from him to Anokwamna.
Exactly.
Before you know it, a lot bata welunkem.
Exactly.
Win-win.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the collaboration angle. PG, I want to start from you.
Yeah, only these are the opportunity thing, and you see, like I said, it mustn't be the farmer. Look at the ICT, the business innovation district, where if you learn how to develop a web, you can even develop an app that has all the farmers in the locality key in to it, sign up to there to know the type of farming they are into.
About smart farmers, so.
Yes. Just create an app that has identify all the farmers and what they are doing.
We don't have that yet, do we?
We don't. I've not seen it. If you have, I should. You should be able to tell us.
I know.
Because I want to.
I know
I want
someone
to
that told me he has developed an app like that.
Okay, he's told you, but he has not seen it. You have not seen it.
No, but
I mean,
he's
you have not
told
seen
me
it. It
that.
does not exist. But we look forward to seeing such thing, whereby, and with your phone, you'll be able to type it and find out the types of farmers we have in every locality.
Okay.
See their contact, see what they are doing.
Okay.
From there, at just the convenience, you will be able to connect to any of them.
If I want to do that, I'll route it through the ministry. Couple of verified farmers.
Well, the thing is that the ministry has the capacity to even look at the thing and also even say, we are
endorsing this.
Okay, absolutely.
It's a very important thing.
Yes.
Because the fact is this, whether we like it or not, ICT will be the mainstream driver of everything we are doing. Everything we are doing. In next 10 years. In next 20 years. That's why I say AI is the in thing now.
Sure.
And AI is part of ICT. You see that? At the comfort of a house, you'll be able to check, I want to buy 100 chicks. How do I get you just check an app.
And then you're seeing everyone
you see who have this
poultry
thing.
farmers, you're seeing Kashmir, you're seeing Ifi, you're seeing,
And people who do these things are not the farmers.
Yes.
These are people who are smart people who understand the need to bridge the gap, information gap.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Information gap. Using ICT. Because that's what we call ICT for development.
Okay.
Using ICT as a tool to develop the society. And is a key thing.
And it's a solution.
What are you talking?
An important solution that must come to bear.
Must you go to the market?
Oh, no.
Today's market, where do you have it? You have it in your phone.
Yes.
You want to buy this, you Google, you just check it. You even start asking yourself, which platform do I use to get this thing? Is it, Amazon, you want to buy, you just check it. But what is that? All the young people we have that are into ICT, agriculture is a huge thing. We expect them to go into that
to
area.
Collaborate with agropreneurs.
And let me tell you, that is also what this Anambra Community Young Farmers Forum is going to do.
Okay.
Because first and foremost, you have to talk about who are these farmers. So what we are doing now is to identify them at the local at the community level.
Okay.
So we have directed all the youth leaders to appoint a young person who will be a coordinator of all the farmers in the community. Once you identify them, and we'll ask them to open a platform, a WhatsApp platform, called Anambra Community Young Farmers Forum. You then put your community as a chapter, because we look at every community to be a chapter. They have a coordinator. That coordinator, now from that community, will now be invited for the inauguration at the state level. Okay. At the state level now, we are going to have 21 local government coordinators. Then from 21 local government coordinators, we are going to have zonal coordinators. That's one person per zone. You will have 3 zones.
Yes.
One person per zone, zonal coordinator. We are going to have a state coordinator who then will build the leadership amongst them. You have a state coordinator, 3 deputy zonal coordinators, 3 deputy coordinators who are zonal coordinators, then 21 local government coordinators. These are people who emerge from the communities as coordinators of the Anambra Community Young Farmers Forum.
Okay.
Now, What, we are not looking for people who are interested in farming. No, that one will come. But what we are looking for is that those who are into farming, in any type of farming, they're into farming, identifying them. And we believe that if we identify them, then ICT has a role to play as well.
Okay.
We have a special advisor to the governor on business innovation district. We need to ask, do you have people who are software designers, software developers? Can we have an app that identifies all these farmers? So that when this app is made available, people who we have not even identified will be made to understand that it's easy to just identify yourself. Like Chidema was saying, take the area of your specialty where you have energy and drive it. If it's not marketing, just focus on the you can get a marketer who will do it further. What their app is doing is going to bridge the gap, information gap, for those who have interest in probably say poultry, to now to say, okay, I want to do business in buying 3 months old birds, then sell them. From that app, you will see a lot of people who are into that poultry and who are doing it in their local areas. All you need to do when you identify them, you reach out to them. You know what's the market, what is the cost of it there. So you know what you're going to bargain to buy it, knowing that you are investing in it for business. Because like the PA said, PA Commissioner said, that he doesn't see farming as a hobby. He sees it as a business. And that's how young people should see farming, as a business, so that they will pay more attention to it. As they pay more attention to it, they will see it as something that they will make a good living from it. Because if you see it just as a hobby, it will just be, you say you have one that is just a hobby thing, is not, you're not taking it seriously. So there is need for young people to take agriculture seriously and pay attention to it, because that is the way forward. This youth this crime here and there, we are complaining that young people are the ones committing this crime. See, or saying that there is no job. And I hate to hear that there is no job. No, there are so many jobs available. There are so many jobs available. So young people need to understand that even where you are, there's something interesting that he said also. He said with 230,000 naira. And I think for me, I have, as he said it, 1 or 2 persons came into my mind that I will have to, even after this, I'll have to discuss with him. How do I, as empowerment, how do I do this for this and A, B, C, D in this area, so that by 3 months they can begin to see the yield.
And be self-reliant. Very important. Okay, at this point we'll punctuate with this number by Oliver Dikokwe. We'll be right back shortly to understand the ministry's angle to this conversation about the inauguration of the Anambra Community's Youth Farmers Forum, ACYFF. and of course to say bye-bye to hunger. Remember, after the hunger protest, the governor flagged off farm to feed, but during the Yuletide, we recorded stampedes. Gosina, Uganewa, the Pakoka. And now, in its wisdom, of course, the leadership, the governor's guidance, our father, he's giving us the environment to think up things. And we've come up with this Anambra Community Youth Farmers Forum, which Asatu Youth is driving. But of course, it's going to involve everyone. Agasi, oh, you are out of it. Even if you're not from Anambra, but you live in Anambra. Yes, interest in agriculture, you can be part of it. So now let's talk about how it's going to be. What's the grand plan? When is this inauguration going to hold? Who is supposed to come? Where and how?
Okay, the Anambra Community Young Farmers Forum is an initiative of Asatu Youth, but then it's not something that Asatu Youth will just be running. No, it's a forum that we believe will be a hub for farmers to advance their cause. And we believe that agriculture is a very big thing, and it is captured in Asatu Youth Bylaw 2023, where we talk about affiliate membership of Asatu Youth. We are talking about youth in agriculture. So it's going to be inaugurated on the 15th, this Saturday, at Asatu Hall, Secretariat Hall, Government House, whereby one person per community who is a coordinator of the Young Farmers Forum to come. Then there we're going to have one person as a coordinator at the local government. Then we'll have one person as a coordinator of the zonal level. Then one person as the state coordinator. Then we'll charge them with the responsibility to see that this body is there for you. Drive it. Whatever you can get, we are ready to see that it happens. Because what matters most is that whatever you want to get from government, it must be organized. So, governor is already motivating us there. The wife of the governor is also motivating there. Then the Ministry of Agriculture, where the Honorable Foster is also doing fine in agriculture. So you will be expecting to see this to come up and say, these are young farmers. And we are not playing about it because it says that we don't want would-be farmers. No, we want the farmers. What they're already doing in farming. Yes, and that's why I said, in the platform, in case anybody listening to me, in your community, identify with your youth leader. He will add you in your platform. And adding in the platform is that you will show video evidence of what you are doing.
Oh.
Yes, you will show video evidence of what you are doing as a farmer.
Okay.
And that's how you'll be added there. When you are added in that platform, then the coordinator will be the one that will come for the inauguration.
Okay.
So that is the main thing about it.
All right.
And then, I think you can talk about the cooperative thing.
Okay.
So that people will know the importance of agriculture. So that if you are there, you will know that there are so many supports you will get as encouragement in doing that farming.
Absolutely. We'll hear more about some of the benefits, but we need to give our people the opportunity to call, just in case you've been waiting to call. So many calls have been coming in. Please call us on the number 0706-538-1320. That is 0706-538-1320. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Happy birthday of the season.
No, Rinne.
No, I can you to read it.
Dalo.
Nana call. Donna go out to Mambato. Well, it's in any book. Can I believe what I'm on? Oh, one day you can number a can I call. I will go to see people. Can do money where my own money and I know you.
Okay, because.
But as far as long as I could number, half of it you have you.
I
have to tell you for 2 days. This week, as what it says.
Okay, because I'm rogue, Kitty, one gainy was the candy, and the I can make. Okay, sir.
Oh, we can make.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I cho contributions. Ndi nwere ha ga-atụnye ma ajụjụ ha nwere ejo maka na anyị maalụ na o nwekwa asụkatagokwu Igbo on the program today. Onye ọbụla sonyela anyị, I'm sure they understood what we are talking about. No eme nke mekwa nke ọzọ o wee na-adaba. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma nọ.
Daalụ.
Ekelela m ọnụ. Afọ m bụ oke esi m ome ka Umuchi village flood wee na.
Okay, ọ gaa n'iru.
Anọ m ihe niile ọ na-akụzi. Ọmụta. Onye na-ajụ ọwụ ndị oke enweghị ihe ji ndị okenye eme na ya. Ọ ya wa ajụjụ ngwe.
No, o nwere ihe eji okenye.
Asị m
Okay.
etinye ndị okenye na ya n'ọkọ youth.
Okay, biko gee ntị a ga-aza gị ajụjụ gị o ka mara ma onwe ka ndị okenye si wee banye n'ihe a na-eme. Kpọọ anyị nwekwa ike ịkpọ anyị na 09049560826. Hello. Okay, biko ịgbatuo your radio, ịkpọchie anyị or even turn it off completely. Okay, so now let us talk about other benefits. Onwe ihe ọzọ a ga-agbakwunyela onye ọbụla chi ịbata this Anambra Community Youth Farmers Forum. Is there any other benefit beyond being part of the forum? Hello? Ụtụtụ ọma. Daalụ. Okay, tinye ọnụ.
Okwu na-amaka n'ụtụtụ a.
Okay.
Ka ọ bụ na ndị itobi anyị na-elenye anya na ihe gbasara ọrụ ugbo ga-enye aka ejeghị enwe nsogbu ihe na ha na-ejeji oke ite m n'ahịa kịta. Ka mgbe onye a na-eso na-aga ihe ma ọ pụtara na a na-ekwu kịta ọ na-enwetakwa n'ego mbute elu ọha ekwu onye chọrọ ị na-akpata ya akpata ahụ wee doo mmadụ aka udo kakwa mma demen.
Daalụ rinne okwu ga-amaka. Ịmana anyị kwugide last week we even arrived at this maka ego mbute na ego mkpata kedu nke ka mma, and we agreed no ego mkpata which agriculture affords. Okay, so PA2 Commissioner Kasmir Chibike, Wakenani, anybody who's thinking of being part of this forum, what are the other benefits?
Okay, government join me with farmers, me with farmers in a cooperative, me with direct individual. So I'm encouraging our youths to on a cooperative, to form cooperatives and register them.
Okay.
With that, they will attract government intervention easily. This year alone, only the budget of federal government, we go on into agriculture. Even last week, there was also increment in the budgets. They cited agriculture and all of that. The state government also is voting huge amount of money into agriculture and everything that has to do with agriculture. But as an individual, it will be difficult for you to assess this as a person. On a camera, in on a cooperative. For example, na cooperative,
Okay.
I youth leader Rumba South. We formed agricultural cooperative. We got 20 hectares of land in Obunka. And through the support of Ministry of Agriculture, led by Dr. Foster Hejof as the commissioner, and the VCDP, they supported us in clearing the land and all of that. Ataswan also supported us with cassava stem. Then I need credit in which I harvest here. I showed the picture and the video with Ken this morning. If you see cassava we harvested in Obunka, that cooperative Orumba South or just Obunka, the communities came together to form it. But if you see the yield we got, so huge. These are the things you can achieve. And the government was able to support us because when cooperative, although not Kashmir with the farm, they will not look at me.
I get it.
So when youths, especially in the local government, if they come around form cooperative, they can easily access government grants. And even this one, Ken Asato Youth President is proposing. You see, And the good thing now is that it will be formed as a body. It will also be registered.
Okay.
So that they can one address, local account, government, state, federal council, even local government. A number of local government mayors now are into empower youth in agriculture.
Okay.
Man, how are they registered? How are they individual?
Because we're just getting started. And yeah, I want to appreciate you, the perspective you just brought out, the collaboration angle.
Yes.
Anina, we move a lot in silos. If we can begin to build bridges,
yes.
Bring about our competencies, start bringing things together, contributing to bringing our strengths together.
Yes.
I think we can achieve more.
Exactly.
Now it's time for us to talk about the Anambra Indigent Student Scholarship, and Mr. Chinemerem Ogwebe has all the details.
Okay, thank you very much. The update I went as at today, but that now since last week we've been meeting the committee members trying to. In my last time I could go registration, so that what we are now doing is to look at the data, and that data is what we've been trying to streamline. Now, as at this morning, we've been able to get the 2020 from all the schools. So the 20 we've gotten out of all the data.
Okay.
In all the 7 schools, we've gotten the 2020.
That's a total of 140.
Yes, possible beneficiaries.
Okay.
Yes, so the next phase we are starting this week now is that I got invited these 20 people for a physical interview. So I got no zeba hakowala anyi ayenene kwe hande ha fail na form ha fail legacy. Ihende ha gwala anyi
to authenticate
it. Then hagwa one-on-one you need this financial assistance. So by the time I may say this phase, we will narrow down to the final 7.
Okay.
Yes, so once we narrow
7
down
per school.
Yes, once we narrow down to the final 7, we now fix a date for the official handover of this money. Cash.
Yes.
Yes, so our head officer handover will go back to their school and through the bursary department and pay in this money.
Okay, so everyone, the entire 140 prospective beneficiaries, are they going to be interviewed in this same 1 week, or is it going to run for a period?
No, in this same 1 week, we are planning by the end of today or tomorrow, we will get a central venue.
Okay.
Yes, where they'll all be invited. So in this highest 2 days, we'll take 2 days for it. So we'll start in the morning, we'll we'll select a particular school for a particular day.
Okay.
So I may say the next day, I am not the remaining school. Just 2 days exercise, we'll be able to talk to all of them and select what we want.
Wow, may the right people get this opportunity. Fonde Amaro, indigent students in Anambra are getting succor, and it is something that will hopefully continue by the grace of God.
Yeah,
thank you so much to the committee. You're doing great work. God bless you. Thank you so much for the sleepless nights.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now we appreciate as well Mr. Chinemerem Ogwebe for bringing us the update. We can't wait to hear how it goes. By next week, I'm sure you'll be here to tell us Casey Weme, and share with us some of this and tips on how to even do well during such interviews. And then we also appreciate the PA to the Commissioner for Agriculture, Ore Kasmer Chibike, the farmer in the building. Thank you so much, Kendi
Gelani. You see, by the time we begin to put into action some of these things being said here today, there will not be need for ego mbute again. Because everybody akpatawazi ego as he should. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much. And of course, the President General of ASATU Youth Wing, who has made youth development and youth engagement his #1 priority. And Kenegi PG, Keneziandi Sonia.
Yeah, Ekenekwam. For only concerning
Mandio Kenya,
it's a simple thing. Only Kenya into farming. You should be able to look around you. Any young person you can bring in as a mentee in what you are doing. Then that person is qualified to join.
Hey, PG.
Thank you very much.
One day we'll talk about it. Because sometimes, let me not talk. We will have to talk about how you can leverage younger energy. Yes, and how younger people can leverage older or collaboration.
Exactly.
Yes.
Collaboration.
All right, my name is Ifi Arono Okafu. I hope you got immense value. Next Monday at 11 o'clock, I got the inauguration. Si wega called the chachapa na aka aja na ebute gene. Dalo no.
Dalo.